Hi everybody, welcome to a new series, Manor and Brass with me, Sid, where I have started the episode, I've introduced the episode, I've gone and started exploring all the way up north, because that's the way I'm going to go, and realised that I actually got no bloody recording software loaded. So I've briefly teleported myself back here to spawn, which is, I'm in this spawn safe house, which is something I tend to do on my server series, so when people join at night they have somewhere to hide. I have got some gubbins, including that which I'll explain later. Brief overview. I can't really undo everything I've done now, can I? This is a server-based series. It is based around the concept of magic and create, and you may think that that is somewhat similar to my Manor and Artifice series on Magicka. It is and it isn't. It's got more mods for magic. Got Britannia, got Blood Magic, got Witchery, got Corel Tombstone. There's the Graveyard mod, hence that thing up there. If I'm not going up there. It's a long way. But yeah, so we have our starting point over here. I don't know what happened to that. That should have been one of those. Has that broke? Interesting. Anyway, doesn't matter. We have a waystone down here for spawn, and I have travelled from here up through this lot. I discovered a little magic place there, which is where I've got things, and I'm currently at that waypoint there, which we are going to quickly teleport to and delete. And that will bring us to here, where I'm currently stacked with a few bits and pieces, got some stuff, got myself a sleeping bag, and we've got this rift spell, which I'm not going to use that stuff too much, which is very much like a ender chest. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I am heading north looking for my place to live. But while I'm walking, let me... Whoa, that does not look like a safe environment for a new starter. Can I get that though? Can I just sneak in and grab that iron? Up. Get that one. That one. That one. That and that. Let's just grab those while I can. Iron is like much, well, I tend to find it's not harder to find, but you do have to go and hunt for it by heading up high rather than the usual one where, you know, you used to start and look down low. Now it's the other way around. You have to come up high a little bit. So yeah, so anyway, my plan is to head north. I am going to dabble with all the magics. We've got these are from the Naturalist, I think it is, or Naturist mod. A whole load of nice little animals that are bears. So, you know, it wouldn't be a series of mine without bears, would it? Graveyards, all sorts of fun stuff. And at the moment, I'm just trying to push myself north a little bit. I've only come 1,300 blocks. Yeah, I've come 1,300 blocks north, but at this stage, I am looking for a stone bee in the sky. Yeah, we've got a few point of interest mods. For example, that is from the Arcanus and something or other mod. I can't remember its name now. I don't know exactly what the thing that is on top of it does. I don't really think I need it right now, and I'm certainly not going to sit there and faff around trying to get it. Anyway, yeah, continuing on. Biomes you will go is the biome mod that we're running. And we've got Young's bridges, so, you know, we will periodically in the world find the bridges of lost civilizations that have left their bridges in the area. And let's have a look here. That looks like a bridge to me. I'm just trying to see it on the map if I really need a grave yard site or graves. Just a couple of graves. I need some string, and the easiest way for me to get string right now is to find it on a cobweb, and cobwebs really do just occur, well, obviously in mine shafts, but I'm not anywhere in a position to grab those. And graves, which are, don't do that, which is, like I say, probably the easiest thing to locate right now. But I'll have a little bit of sugar cane as well while I'm at it, and then I can get my backpack, and that's the point where I consider myself equipped. Backpack and a bed. Yeah, that was just a thing. Oh, snake. I don't know whether those are hostile or not. Are you a hostile, sir? Oh, I love the way it slithers up the side. That is quite cool. Doesn't appear to be hostile though. And of course, ironically, I'm going to look at this snail, and it's not. I'm not going to consider that snail could be hostile for a minute. So that's a way to catch people out, isn't it? Just, you know, make the snakes passive and the snails actively hostile. Oh, this actually, again, this is not what I'm looking for in terms of terrain to build in, but certainly looking around over here, that would be a really pretty little place to. Someone's even left you some building supplies. Look, a really pretty little place to start out. That with a little bay and such, but not for me. Whoa, no, that's all right. It's not a whoa, it's a wet one, so I don't need to worry too much about that. That looks interesting. Let's go and have a look at that, and then. Gimme. Yeah, we'll just boat across. Whee! I still think boats are one of the greatest additions to the games in a long time. I can't remember how long ago it was they got added. I mean, they've been in for an age, but the new version that doesn't break every time. Peat and Zelkova logs. Never heard of them. I presume that is an actual tree type and not just some flight of fancy. I did see a sign over there. So you're telling me there's a village 400 blocks that way or 300 blocks that way. So from where I am, it probably makes more sense to go forward, which, you know, if I'm going north to head. It probably makes more sense to go and explore that interesting and suspicious looking tower. What are these? Maple. Cool. Definitely going to be going to town on the logs and stuff. What was I going to say? I can't remember now whether I've told you about how to get on the server and what my plans are for the server. So I'll tell you again just in case. So the plan for the server is really quite straightforward. We'll go this way. Damn it. Interesting. Why they felt the need to put the floor in. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. I'll get rid of those bits for now. What have we got in here then? Apart from lights, we've got... so it's definitely a wizardy thing. That's fine. Let's go up. I want to check that if there is a spawner anywhere in this place, that we get rid of it. So the mod pack is due, or should be, loaded onto the CurseForge before this episode goes live. However, perfect. I have had experience of trying to get mod packs live on CurseForge, and it can be problematic. I've actually got tier 1 now, I think, or maybe I haven't. We'll keep you in the pack then. I'm going to stick you in the way for now. And those couple of blocks. And that. And the books. So, yeah, well, there's hopefully a good chance that we will be live and have the pack up now. So, you know, you can go off to CurseForge and search for Mana and Brass, and there will be the pack, and it will be on the Curse launcher, and all of those good things. So that's fine. However, there is a chance it hasn't been, but you know, that's the nature of the beast, isn't it? We are kind of stuck working with nobody out here. No, we're pretty safe. We're still working with what we have to a degree, and yeah, sometimes you just let me just do that, and then pow. Now that's the Rift one. I want to keep those to hand. I'll check the other ones later. Note here, big point. Oh, that's full. This is of course some of the problems we experience when we start doing this one. Is how best to do that. I'll keep one of those out actually because I need that. In fact, let's take them all out. Put that one away. And then what I'm not sure is whether there's walls all around these bookcases. If there is, because I know there was breaks in the walls. So yeah. So anyway, once you've got a mod pack, if you would like to play on the server with me, there is no requirement to record or anything like that. If you want to come and join in on the server, then you just need to drop me an email at titaniumsid@gmail.com, which email the titanium_sid@gmail.com. The link below. Oh damn! Now I've not got enough space for that either, have I? Okay. Well, that's fine. I can live with that. Having an abundance of stuff, it should not be a problem. I know there's one upstairs, but I'm not going all the way back up just to get a lantern. Do I want the smoker? Might as well take it while I'm at it, eh? Yeah, so if you drop me an email, I will whitelist you on the server and reply with the IP address of the server. The server is whitelist only, and obviously if anybody does come on the server and is disruptive, I've never had a problem, touch wood, in the past with that. So, you know, God knows, I've just doomed myself now. Give me a break, man. Oh, man. All I want to do is go up. I want to continue heading north. Yeah. So that will get you. Oh, the village was over that way, wasn't it? I was going northeast. So if I kind of head across this way, I should be able to intersect with the village. So yeah, that's how to join us, play on the server. If you wish to record and collab, then you can, but you know, it is not a requirement. Oh, yeah, there's a definite Skelebob down there. Just, I think that's skeleton, don't know. Not that worried, he can't get to me, so. Right, anyway, on that note, I am going to keep on hunting, because I still need to find that elusive stringage. That is... What are you? You're a witch hazel sapling. Whoa, it's an ugly looking interior. Beautiful looking plank. There you go. Well, we'll leave the wood and just take the sapling. That should hopefully it's a single sapling to grow. There's the village. Right. Going to head down there and do a little bit of raidage then. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, there's another one of those little spots of happiness. I don't know whether I'm that really want to dedicate it any more of this to this. What have we got hiding in here? Tier 1 spell. Let's have a look. Watery Grave. Yeah, it's probably not going to work the way I want it. It never seems to. Ooh, hello. Blind? Yeah, no. What are you? You're a mysterious spell. You have no collapse. Don't know. Took you away. Relic of legendary smith. This hammer never breaks and works to. Oh, hello. You are definitely coming with me. Got one of those. Don't really need any of the rest of this desperately at all right now. However, if I were to go into Rift, I think there were a number of other spells that I could. Let me just pop some of that away. Pop that away. Sort that. I've got a couple of slots now. I don't think there's anything in either of those. Get rid of that because that doesn't really. Sigil explosion. Oh, hello. Hang on. That's too much fun. Okay, I'm leaving it though. I don't need it, but the possibilities for trollage with that are very high. Oh, decoy entity. Look how handsome he is. Okay, that's potentially good. That's a mysterious spell. Oh, what was that? Smite and heal. Both of which would actually, I'm going to keep you. That would work really well. I need to cast this spell. What is it? Some skeleton horse. Okay, that's fine. Is anything here? I might as well take those and those. And those. Because that lot will stack. I'm going to stick that in there as well, and we'll put. Actually, we're going to keep that out, but we're going to put you away. Anything else in there that is really, really useful that I want? Just no, because I spotted on the map. Well, there's a couple of things on the map. One of the things that makes the map a little bit interesting for me is that it doesn't just show you where you've been; it shows you a kind of a radius around you. So it is possible for you to divine, if you like, knowledge that you might not otherwise have had by coming around and seeing this stuff. So, for example, I have got an iron pick. I can grab that gold block. I've probably got some. If I haven't, I'll soon have. I soon will have. But that one's mine. Poink. And we'll just fill this in quickly so I can get to the juicy goodness inside. But I might as well have the gold because nobody else is going to use it, are they? Forgot about that. So used to the fact that I've got fire resistance in the Mana and Artifice series that I forgot that I don't here. Yeah, I'll take a little bit of burn just to get to there. What have you? Oh, hello. Prey near a decayed grey hole, the receptacle near a handful light, bring back to life your familiar. Oh, okay. Aqua Affinity Helmet. Well, I can just pop that straight on, can't I? And a Silk Touch Gold Shovel we will definitely take. I've got to take that, really, haven't I? If nothing else, it increases my knowledge of death. Oh, and then we need to use you. Now my inventory is poo again, but it doesn't matter because I think I see, if we look at the journey map here, that get me dealt. Is that oh, that might actually be a ruin and not a graveyard. That's a village. That's a village. This is what I mean about the ability to divine stuff about your surroundings that you might not otherwise be able to do. So I'm going to head that way, but I'm going to keep my eyes peeled because if that is a ruin, it could be an see ya. Won't want to be ya. It could be an illager outpost. Well, let's leave those to go on their way to that other village and make wreck their lives a bit. But the big question is, what is this? Looks okay. I think it is exactly what it looks like, a ruin. Night's falling, so any of you got actual proper ways down, or I'll sleep the night off first and then see what's in here, because you never know what's going to be in these things. But it still isn't giving me what I need, which is the string. I might just have to stay up at night and kill a spider or two. Mine. Just seeds in there. Carrot in that. Oh, hello. Lots of interesting things. What have you got? Power 2 bow. I've really got nowhere to put this now. Power 2 bow. In you go. And take the bread instead of the stick. And flint, I am not going to worry too much about. The bow I'm not really that worried about, but it's a power 2, so you know, if I can just use something with no durability, then that makes life a little bit easier, doesn't it? Bread, more wheat. I mean, again, if you were to take the flint and the sticks, and while I'm at it, let me just do this. Nope, that. Drop that one out as well. And then put down crafting table. I can certainly do a little bit of this to get myself some of those. Guarantee. And get those, drag those in, whack those in. That will get me that lot, which in turn, if I drop the flint, gets me the table back. I don't know whether I've actually achieved much there, but I have at least now got a power 2 bow with 20 arrows, so should I run into trouble, it's not the absolute end of the world. But what is going on around here? Anything or nothing? Just really options for lanterns, isn't it? And then there's this one over here, which, and there's something over there which also looks like it could have something. Now, do you have anything on your roof? And if so, how do I get to it? Tree. Oh, you do. Hello. I mean, not really. Oh, and that's just a field, which would be useful had I got the capacity to carry anything. Right, I think we need to scrub that and that. I'm not entirely sure about this village, whether this is a village or whether it's a ruin. Is it an extension to that ruin, I wonder? Wow, oh wow, this is... I'm not sure which mod adds this one, but well done. I mean, it's immediately obvious that this was a village. And yet there's just nothing here, it's just... Better be ready for whatever jump scare comes out. Yeah, I mean, this really is. It is a proper ruin, isn't it? A couple of churches, sheeps. Really nothing. Nothing of any value, but it's actually really quite nice to see this kind of content. I do like it when you get a little bit of a story being generated in the world around you, because Minecraft often doesn't have much of the way of stories at all. It's just, you know, other than the stories you make yourself kind of thing, which is fine. Now, if that is what I think it is up ahead, it is. I think that might be my answer to string. Bit of a dangerous answer to string, to be fair, but it might be my answer to string. So I think that is the zombie dungeon. What's over there? It looks like a bridge. What that is over there, though, we don't know. No, we just got that. So if this is what I think it is, yeah, it hasn't got the cobwebs, and I don't really want to be pushing my luck with... I mean, I've got nothing. Oh yeah, I've got nothing. Yeah, definitely the zombie dungeon. Okay, we'll leave that for later, or another time, or, you know, there's going to be other string. Like I say, if push comes to shove, I can kill spiders. Right, are they robins? No, they are... Yes, they are robins. Nice. But still not getting what I need. Okay, back in a bit. First grave. Got cobwebs. Perfect. Oh, I forgot any room to put them. Let me do that. And then we'll pop the cobwebs down. Chop them up. And I think that is my backpack secured. Bunk, Yeah, I mean, it's only a little backpack, but that's fine because it's about to become much bigger. First off, it's going to become an iron backpack. And then, one of the reasons why I wanted to get the gold so badly was we get you up to gold standard, which I might as well then break you down into ingots. That is now Mahusive, and we can place it on our back. And I need to let me collect that, come back over here and get my sugar cane. Not bothered about anything else from here, I don't think. The candles are not the end of the world. So we can sleep the night off. Still need to find a place to live though. Haven't found anything that looks suitable yet. However, we do need to go into our options and controls and keybinds, and I would like to get anything that uses the word B. We'll turn you off. Don't know why Thomas Simple Storage Terminal would have B there, but that's fine. What we want is B to be backpack and not to be anything to do with journey map. Oops, did I just turn that off? I might have just broke out of that. Let me just double check. Where are you? Journey map, journey map, journey map, journey map. No, that's fine. There we go. One backpack. In goes all of the superfluous stuff that I've picked up. Don't even really need. I do want that out. Keep that. Actually, no, I don't need it. Keep you out. That can go. Keep that and that. That can come down. That can stay there. You can go there. Everything's good. Wonderful. Awesome. Right, now I need to continue hunting for a place to call home. And as I say, I haven't found it. I may have to settle for a temporary and then move on to something more fitting for the gameplay that I want to, style of gameplay that I want to run through this time. Although, to be fair, the overworld place of the inventory is not that important, because I am intending having a significant chunk of the base in the Nether, because, you know, that never ends badly, does it? And now we've got north and we're hitting frozen biomes, which are not really what I want. Oh well, we'll continue onwards. At least I can now find other stuff, which is always nice. But I'm going to continue heading north. I'll skirt around this biome and see whether we can't find something a little bit more exciting than frozen. It's not my favourite biome to building, and I will see you in a bit. Didn't actually get very far. I just spotted that on the horizon, and this is added. There is a spawner on there, but it is daytime, so we should be okay, I think. Boarding action. What are you anyway? Skeleton spawner. You're not anymore. I know that's kind of wasteful, but at the end of the day, how likely am I to come back this way again? Anyway, what have you got? Lexica Botanica, I'll take it. I will take that and throw that one away. Just because, do I really want the timber? I don't think so. Take you. Again, take the old lanterns. Oh, charm. Hello. Punch. Bit of coal. We'll definitely have. Turtle eggs. No, not with that. Not like that anyway. Either I'm doing something. Oh, I'll take that bamboo though. That will come in handy. Take some carrots. That will come in handy. I'll take the moss. I've not actually got any. And of course, the first thing I'm probably going to go for with this is going to be a water breathing charm, because they're just too good. Fire resistance is good too, and it's a real toss up which way to go with that. I can't remember what you actually put in there. Yeah, Heart of the Sea. So I need to find a treasure map, don't I? That could be easier said than done. But let's continue heading north, and well, I'll be back in a bit. Didn't get very far. I've not seen this one before. Oh, that really does feel like there's going to be a whole load of villagers on it. That is beautiful though. It reminds me of the black pig that I built so many years ago. Really? Really, there's no villagers on here. Wow. It's a beautiful build as well. Paper will take. I'm not bothered about that. I'm not bothered about the compass either, to be honest, but I will have the bookcases because they are always going to be welcome. I mean, there's a little bit of me that's like, just live here to start off with, but I've got no idea how spawn safe this is, so that will probably not be a good idea. Note block, lamp, I mean, most of that is just little. Is that jelly? I think that one's, what's it, Good Times with Scars cat. Oh man, this takes some digging. But there's string here as well, so that's all good. Well, this is a nice find. I will probably, I don't even know whether I'll end the episode here or not. I'm not sure how long I've been recording, but certainly this will be as good a place to, potentially as good a place to finish as any. But first things first, we need to loot the entire thing. And then I'll check how long I've been recording, and I'll be back in a mo. Well, that was a huge find. I'm going to go on, carry on searching for a little while longer, because I mean, I could totally have set up base on that, but it's really not what I'm looking for. This looks like a wreck or ruin of a more shipwreck of some description. There's a little teensy bit of, I suppose, better than kick in the face, but yeah. So continue north, looking for that elusive place to live, and well, I'll be back in a bit. Alright. It really does want me to do something with boats, doesn't it? This is an ocean village, otherwise known as a flotilla or fleet or whatever you want to call it. I should have an iron pickaxe somewhere. I do. Found an iron sword elsewhere, and over there is another one of those boats. I'm kind of disinclined to loot that one, just because, you know, there's just seems like there's a lot of loot to be had, and this seems somewhat overpowered in some respects. Well, quite a lot of respects, let's be honest. Hello. Oh, what you got in here? See these? I've got 4 of those already now. And an Oriole bottle, which I've got no idea what that does, but it sounds like it's fun. So, enchanted scroll of reach gives me 10. Oh wow, hang on. Already overwhelmed by stuff again. What does that do anyway? Fireproof. No idea. But we're going to have your stuff. Sorry, sirs, but you know, you will leave it unsecure. An iron backpack, globe, a whole bunch of stuff there. We will definitely. Oh, sponge. How much do I want a sponge? What's in there? Food. We'll definitely take the good food. What's the matter? Are you stuck or something? Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of loot that I expect from a village. Not this. But then I suppose this is the flagship that I've boarded. So there's a lot of little ships out there. There's another ship over there. I'm disinclined to loot all of this. Just because well, for one, I'm really wanting to find something new. What's this one though? This one feels like it's out in the middle of nowhere. I need to really get off the ocean, because the ocean's clearly giving me way. This is a fishing vessel. And then there's another one of those little boats. So obviously the boats, I think these might be a bit overpowered, you know. But having said that, we're playing it for fun. A bit of overpower is fine. Periodically, time to time. Land is a volcano, but it's land. Nothing I desperately want there. And we'll definitely take that. Be wrong not to, wouldn't it? And there we go. That should do us off of that. Let's go and find somewhere actually to live. Because I'm just finding so much loot, it's untrue. I'd also like to try this smite and heal wand against a zombie or skeleton. So I might need to try and find one of those. Anyway, let's see what we've got coming up here. I don't want this biome. I don't like this grass. It's too intrusive. That basalt volcano thing's quite nice. Just not. I know what I'm looking for, and I'll know it when I see it. You know what it's like. Yeah. And if I settle, then I'm going to regret it, because straight away I'll probably find something better. I mean, there's another bloody village over here. I'd love exploring Minecraft though. I can't get enough of it. I mean, this is actually quite pretty, this one. Completely not what I'm looking for, but pretty. Oh, hello, another waystone though. We will have that for Dolphinet. There you go, and that can go away as well as that, and that. That can't go away because that's an iron backpack, and not until I get Inception anyway. But where to live, where to live. Right, I'm going to keep on for a little bit longer. I'll be back in a moment. I think I might have found a suitable location. There's a village over there, some mountains, even got an illager outpost there if I want to do anything with those. Some stuff over here, but look at those. This biome, ever since I saw this was one I was thinking that could be an interesting build. I'm not entirely sure how I want to utilize these, but these pillars I think could be really something different. You've got some more, it's a matter really of how far do they go. That's one question. I mean, are these the only, four or five of them, or is there some more? Because sometimes they tend to run, from when I've seen them before, they tend to run in like lines. But there's a lot. Oh, look at that. Is that ebony? It is. Oh, lovely. Oh, I think we're going to be setting up home in this area. Now, initially, maybe not in these structures. That might be a little bit much, and I definitely want to be a little bit further away from those illagers. But yeah, definitely something. You see, I'm thinking catwalks strung between them, or I don't know. I've got some idea. I've got a few basic ideas, but nothing. Is that a squirrel? No, it's a snake. Okay. If I was a squirrel, I'd be very scared of said snake then. But yeah, I mean, maybe you just want to look around the area and check the final positioning. But I think that those will be a place to call home. Just need somewhere to live temporarily. I thought some hills over that way. Although, do I want to be too far away from my temporary dwelling place? And why does that bridge mod never build a bridge where it would actually be useful? I mean, what's the simplest solution here? I think perhaps just dig into this hillside here and go for the old, sorry snail, didn't mean to startle you, go for the old cave dwelling. I mean, you know, it is a universally accepted form of Minecraft home, isn't it? You know, let's start off the way we mean to go on, kind of thing, and just get ourselves in and lit up, and we'll be laughing. That's the theory, anyway. Anyway, I think on that note, that is sufficient for this episode. We are underway, and we've got, we've got most of what we want, and they're definitely going to be using these to make some bits and pieces. I'm not bothered about glowing, but invisibility is not. Fall charm I can't do. You know, there's a lot of this I can't do with what I've got, but certainly some of the charms that we can make are available to us. Speed charm, be potentially resistance. I mean, you know, fire is slow, so that's strength, not my silly. But yeah, I'll get myself settled in here temporarily, and from there we can continue on and see what the world has got to offer us. But until next time, thanks for watching. I will see you soon, and I look forward to hearing from those of you who would like to join us online on the server. Till then, bye for now.